What is going on, crypto peeps? Welcome back to the Traveling Crypto. As you can see, I'm not at home. I'm in NYC today for the next few days, actually. It's surprisingly good weather, a little bit on the cold side for my liking, but I'm a California boy, so at least it's not raining. So let us get right into it. Looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is trading, rather boring at the moment. It's trading sideways, coming out of that descending triangle that has been going on for 10 long months. Now, I see the question being asked of why can't you just take the resistance of this triangle, oh sorry, that's the support, but this is the one I want. Why can't you just take the resistance of the triangle and adjust it to include the data that we have now? Well, you can. There's no, there's no black and white in terms of analysis. You can. It just depends on what you are trying to analyze, right? It depends on the hypothesis that you are trying to come up with based on the assumptions you are making and the data you have at the moment. So when you definitively draw the resistance of the descending triangle to be here, and you're using this for the longest time, you're using this as your resistance, then breaking out of it, going sideways, you can make a certain reading as to what that means versus breaking support at 5,800, for instance, or actually seeing a rally from this. But being that what we were trying to analyze for these long months was based on the way that the descending triangle was drawn, and this was the resistance of the descending triangle, touching as many of these swing highs as possible along the way, Bitcoin has actually broken out of that trading sideways. Now, there are certain conclusions that mean a lot more or a lot weightier than others. So in this case, if Bitcoin broke the 5,800 support at one point and started declining, that would mean a lot more for Bitcoin's price moving forward than just a sideways movement. Anyway, but yeah, so people are joking, saying that Bitcoin is the new stable coin and not tethered just because of how boring it's been. But I have pointed out that this is actually the longest period of sideways trading that we've had in 2018, going all the way back to the beginning of September. So this is almost 2 months running that we are in this channel. Let me just redraw this, but that we're in this channel here between 6,700 and around 6,200 or 6,150. We've been in this channel for almost 2 months. Now, what that also means is that the Bollinger Bands are being squeezed, right? That the longer that this remains stagnant, the more that the Bollinger Bands are squeezed, meaning there isn't any variance. And to get, these spiked readings on the Bollinger Bands, you're going to need some volatility. So, you don't expect the Bollinger Bands to remain stagnant for the long term. You do expect to see either a spike up or a spike down at some point, thereby widening the Bollinger Bands, as you see in previous price action. All right, moving on to a few alts that we sent out trade alerts for. Again, trade alerts are sent in the Discord. Link is in the description. Sign up for that if you want access to the trade alerts. We've had a few successful trades over the last week or so. And crypto's interesting, right? Because we have this phenomenon where we trade altcoins with Bitcoin as opposed to just fiat. You do have this phenomenon where the overall market cap can actually remain stagnant. As you see here, we're at 209 billion. So the overall market cap can remain stagnant, while certain alts can actually increase and increase significantly against Bitcoin, while the overall market cap in US dollar remains stagnant or even falls, for that matter, because we're down about $1 billion today. So if you look at Tyrion, this is one that we've gained 12% on between yesterday and today, and it was actually a pretty beautiful setup. You see here the ascending triangle. It had recently broke above the 50-day EMA. This is on the 1-day chart, and it was finding a lot of resistance at the 100 EMA, which is the green line here. So I drew the ascending triangle pattern and said that if it breaks the 100 EMA and further breaks the resistance of this ascending triangle, then we can use that as confirmation of a bullish breakout. And you also see this nice green volume here, which is way above the average that it was trading recently. So we entered a position on Tyrion, and if you're asking what Tyrion is, actually, I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know what the hell this coin is, but If you're wondering how I found it, I used the crypto screener, and this is one of the tricks that I do. You might have seen this before, you might not. So in TradingView, there's actually a crypto screener, and this I believe is free. If you go to screener and you go to crypto screener, you'll see it here. But basically, what you're looking for is a break. You're looking for coins that have broken out, and then you look at the chart and see and try to make an assessment as to what's going on. Now, a lot of people use this and they'll just FOMO into a coin just because it has rallied. I don't do that. I'll look at something that has broken out and then take a look at the chart and see if there's a setup that enables us to make a good entry or not. If there isn't, then I just won't, I won't just FOMO into the coin just because it has rallied. So that is actually how I found this TNT, or this Tyrion cryptocurrency. So anyway, yeah, we did play the breakout there. Raven coin. I was saying on Raven coin, don't FOMO into Raven coin, wait for a retracement. We waited for the retracement, and we saw that it was bouncing off of the 0.618 fib level. It bounced off it 4 times, and it was also creating this bull flag here. And so we played the breakout of the bull flag, bouncing off of the 0.618 fib level, and we were able to enter a trade there and make about 20%, and you can see it now retracing a little bit again. And the last one I'll share with you is Wanchain making another ascending triangle. This is on the 4-hour chart, and we played the breakout of the resistance of this ascending triangle. Again, if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. And the last topic I'll cover today is wheat stocks. The 3 main wheat stocks, and I've covered this on a video before, but the 3 main wheat stocks that I've covered were Canopy Growth Corporation, Kronos Group, and Tilray. And all 3 of these are actually based out of Canada. And that might be due to legal reasons, obviously, because it's not federally legal in the U.S. to grow marijuana. It's only legal in certain states, whereas now Canada has passed the legality of growing marijuana for the entire country. So here you'll see that Canopy Growth Company is down 30%. Kronos is down 40%, and Tilray is down 30%. And it's funny because, I used to say before that if you showed me a chart and you removed the name of the chart, I could tell you which one is a stock and which one is a crypto just based on the volatility. And these charts are now looking like crypto charts, actually, because you see the volatility. There's sharp parabolic rises followed by sharp declines. So what is the play here? Well, it's the same as crypto, really. The only difference is in crypto you have a lot more volatility, but in terms of the readings, you could see that you use TradingView for charting. You still look at the volume. You still look at the moving average for the volume. You have the MACD, the RSI, the stochastic. You have your stop limits in place in order to protect your profits. You have the moving averages, the Bollinger Bands. It's the exact same thing. It's just that the volatility is a lot lower in the stock market, except for with these wheat stocks, they are acting like cryptos at the moment. And I was considering opening up a channel on the Discord for stocks because a lot of you guys asked me about that. I use TD Ameritrade. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you want, I can get you your first 300 trades for free. But I would need you to send me your email so that I can send you the promo. So if you're looking for that, hit me up on the Discord, and I'll send you a link to TD Ameritrade where you can get your first 300 trades for free if you're interested in stocks. Now, why are we seeing this decline in wheat stocks, in terms of 30%, 40% declines? I mean, we have seen a little bit of a pullback in the stock market yesterday, but, we did see it rallied back again today, but we're definitely not seeing 30 or 40% drop in other stocks such as tech stocks or Fortune 500 companies. So the reason, it's actually very similar to what's going on with crypto. It's the buy the rumors, sell the news type of effect, where traders are actually buying the euphoria and buying the rallies and FOMOing into these stocks just because they keep rallying, and that momentum drives the market even further and brings in more investors or more traders, and then they exit for the hills once the market deems that this is actually a bubble that is growing way past any sort of earnings reports. So yeah, I mean, it's very similar to crypto. There isn't much delivery on these. It's still a very young market. It isn't really regulated at all, at least in the United States. So there's little regulation. There's little known about what's going to be the future of weed federally in the United States, even though these are traded on U.S. exchanges. So yeah, I mean it's hopium, it's hype, and it is a lack of certainty about the future that is driving these prices up and then violently back down. Anyway, that is it for this video. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you have a question, leave it in the comment, or if you have a comment, leave it in the comment. Hit me up on the Discord if you want access to the trade alerts. Link is in the description. And let me know if you want access to a trading account on TD Ameritrade where you can get 300 trades, your first 300 trades for free. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe out there. Peace.